Hey everybody, I'm here with a quick video on Joe Smith and his wife. Okay, Joe Smith is an ex NFL player, and I want to say it was last week. He surprisingly found out that his wife had her OnlyFans, and he got pissed, and he's left the home for a little bit, and many people said it was a publicity stunt in order to increase the traffic on her OnlyFans page. He is 10 toes down saying, nah, no, it wasn't no stunt. This was real. I was really pissed. And she was dead wrong for doing this. Now, let me just share a screen. The thing I don't like, and I was kind of on her side a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, on her side because I felt like she said she was doing it because they ran out of funds. And she was telling him, what are we going to do about money? And he wasn't doing nothing, according to her. So she felt like I did what I had to do. But now what I don't like is the fact that she's doing these interviews and she's still being a little bit disrespectful to her marriage. Let's hear this. Hold on one second, guys.
And you can leave it exactly how it was, man. Right now I'm thinking about cleavage and the body rub babes, but don't cover her school.
It's like,
Yeah, babe.
Cameron being Cameron. That's still your wife. I mean, seeing that, does that bother you at all?
It bothers me a lot. I mean, not just saying that, but the messages that I get from people who actually went to her OnlyFans page and, they sent me on Instagram or Facebook, talking about how my wife looks and how my wife, what my wife, kind of pictures my wife got up. And so, I mean, that's my first time hearing it vocally from someone, but I've been seeing it all week.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry you're going through this. Because
leave it how it was, man. You can leave it exactly how it was, man. What else have you been doing besides OnlyFans? And what have y'all been going through financially that you felt you had to do this?
I've had a bartending service called Cocktail Hour with Kiss since I've been here. I have a moving company called Major Movers and Cleaning. And then I also have a massage business called the Body Rub Babes.
Nice. Do the Body Rub Babes travel?
Yes, they do.
Are you one of the Body Rub Babes?
Well, I have been, but now I kind of like,
Could you be,
to do anything.
But if I wanted you to be one of my Body Rub Babes, like, would you be a Body Rub Babe for me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. Because I don't mean to be a professional or anything like that, but I can't stop looking at your cleavage. Your cleavage is popping, babe. No, you can leave it how it was, man. You can leave it exactly how it was, man. Right now I'm thinking about cleavage. What else have you been doing besides OnlyFans and in the Body Rub Babes? But don't cover her school.
It's like,
Yeah, babe. I'm sorry to get off track, man, but sorry about that kiss. We'll talk afterwards, but about the Body Rub Babes and everything else. But you just threw me off for a minute.
If it's not me, it'd be someone equally as beautiful, I promise.
I mean, yeah, I see why Joe is a little upset. You are very, very pretty, and from at least the stomach up, you're sexy and gorgeous, to say the least. In the Body Rub Babes, but
So you're a whole married woman. You claim you only did this to save the family because y'all needed money. This man is being disrespectful and unprofessional because he knows you're married. And he asks you, would you come and be his body rub babe? And you go, yeah. Where did he do that at? But listen, guys, we're going to get more into this story right after this. All right, let me share a screen with y'all really quickly. We'll get right into this story. All right. So Joe Smith OnlyFans fight was no publicity stunt. It's a real issue. He said he is having with his wife. Okay, that's him. That's the wife. So Joe Smith has a message for the cynics who believe his public feud with his wife Keisha over OnlyFans was a big publicity stunt. Adamantly denying they set up the whole thing for publicity. The 48-year-old former number one overall NBA draft pick shared his side of the story during an interview with Vlad TV this week, where he explained how he found out his partner, former adult actress Keisha Chavez, got back into the X-rated content. Nah, that's not what happened, okay? And that's not what's going on right now, Smith said. It's a real issue. The video hurt. But then also the fact that the way that I had to find out about the OnlyFans page, that's another thing. On top of that, that hurts as well. Now, he does say that you can go on Vlad TV and watch the whole video. I cannot play it, but I'm going to play a snippet because he said that him and his wife, privately for their own personal use, they filmed themselves doing what they do together, what couples do together, okay? But he said he never agreed for any of this film to be put out on these fans, and to his knowledge, none of that is out there, okay? And so Vlad gave him a good tip. And this is for everybody. Don't film yourself. Whether it's your husband, your wife, your partner at the time, because even if it's on your personal phone, people can hack it. Get into it. And then once they put it out there, it's out there. Now I'm going to let you hear Vlad give him this little tip. Okay. I got about 30 seconds I could play, and that's it. Let me play this.
I don't care how much you love her. I don't care how close y'all are. Don't film yourself. This is something I've been pretty good about my whole life, that unfortunately, in the way this world works, even if it's on your own private phone, people hack into iClouds, videos get passed around, and then suddenly you're wondering whether something very private is going to get blasted on the internet. You know what I mean? So yeah. I understand. It's your wife. You guys have your own relationship, but I just think this is a lesson.
Yeah, it's a lesson. Don't film yourself. The 16-year-old NBA vet said he caught Keisha scrolling, and I forgot, I think I might have said earlier he was NFL, but he was NBA. Vet said he caught Keisha scrolling through her profile on her phone, which led to the infamous video on social media. Obviously, Keisha recorded the whole thing, and Smith took it as a smack in the face when she uploaded it to the internet. And he believes if they had kept it between themselves, they could have talked it out. Okay, so there they are together. Nice looking couple. He said, I wouldn't put my business out in the streets. I wouldn't put nothing like this out in the streets unless it was real official. So he's saying unless it was something really, really serious that I had to let the public know, I would have kept it between us. And he said, and I didn't do this one. And he said, and I didn't do this one, so it's hurting, he added. It's hurtful. And I got to listen to people's opinions every day, all day right now about my relationship. And that's something I never wanted to be involved in. Harvey and Charles spoke to Keisha on TMZ Live last week, and she told her side of the story. And she says it's a bit differently than Joe. Yeah, she said it differently. I played this before. In case you missed it, I'll play it again. But I think she's being a little messy. But let's listen.
I guess the first question is, where's Joe?
How are you guys doing?
Where's Joe?
He's pretty pissed off with me. So he's been, I think he's at his sister's house. He's not talking to me right now. So, yeah.
Keisha, how long ago, obviously we saw in the video that Joe's saying he had no idea that you had this account. How long is the account, have you had the page?
I've had the page for at least over a year. It's on my Instagram and my LinkedIn, but that's what happens when you don't pay attention to your wife, period. And, he has a friend that, he's been entertaining, and she decided that, she wants to really put a bigger, wedge in our relationship. So she went digging around my page and was like, oh, do you know that she has this? And it blew up from that. And it's no secret Joe's financial issues,
Mhm.
and I have always made a good life for myself, you know. Before I met Joe, I was living overseas in Europe, and I had established myself as a singer, and I came back here, thinking that with his persona and who he was, once we got together and I found out who he was, that it would only take off, other things. But, not everybody's hustle and drive are the same. And depression is a serious thing also. So, I've been just like, supporting and dealing and going through his trials and tribulations with him. I've started several businesses, I've been doing a lot, like, and I just figured out, I have a home in Cape Verde I'm trying not to lose, and a roof over here we're trying to maintain that we almost got kicked out of. So I just kicked in the drive and did what I had to do, and he won't do it. So I had to, and I'm sorry, you knew I was an adult video star when you met me. So if I would do anything for my own survival, then what makes you think that would change now? When I retired from the adult industry, I promised myself, if I don't sing, I don't eat. So when, my music career wasn't popping here, when I left Germany and I stayed here for him, I figured, I would, start a business. I started a puppy friend social club business, a dog sitting business. And then COVID happened and that screwed everything up. I have a moving company, that he actually works for me. Like, he works for my moving company. I'm tired of being the one to figure shit out. So I figured it out the best way I know that can maximize the money that needs to come in, because I'm tired of living I'm tired of living minimal, it's not fair. And I don't understand how you could have had such a maximized life and be so content. This is ridiculous. But we've been together for almost 13 years, though. We've been together since 2012, like after his retirement. And it really wasn't a retirement that he wanted. It was a forced retirement because he just got locked out after the lockout in the 2011 lockout. You guys remember,
Right.
He just never got a new job. Nobody wanted him anymore. So, there was a depression, and I've been dealing with all of this stuff. And I'm sorry, I'm not sorry for what I'm doing. I'm just sorry that he can't understand that that wasn't a selfish decision. It was a decision that I made. I made an executive decision when my man wasn't taking the lead. I really love Joe. I love him. If he never speaks to me again, I still will do things to help him or whatever I can, because he's my family. He's like an intricate part of my life, and I just want the best for us. I wish he wanted that also. That's really where I'm at. I wish that he wanted the best for us, because he's not really wanting the best for himself. So I can't expect him to do for me what he can't do for himself, I guess. And that's why I just did what I had to do.
Have you drawn that line in the sand that you will continue doing OnlyFans?
Unless something else happens that, changes that, no, I'm going to continue my OnlyFans. I think as a couple and just him individually, he needs counseling to help find out how to re-find himself and find his new place in the world. It's really hard once you've had a major career. You were this #1 draft pick, and then everything ends. How do you deal with that? I don't want to be alone, but if that's what it has to be, that's what it has to be. But I don't think we'll have a divorce. I don't think so. I think he'll come around.
So he claims she was scrolling through her phone. That's how he found out. She's saying that one of his lady friends told him, and that's how he found out. Either way, it's messy, right? But if you notice, I didn't play it. There was part of the Vlad interview where he said he created an OnlyFans account to see her account and to see what it was that she was actually doing. But my thing is, you don't have to create an account to see, do you? I don't know. You would need to pay for a subscription to her account to see what she's doing. So, you know, the whole thing is a little messy, but that's another story in and of itself, right? And as for the couple relationship status, Smith says he doesn't know what's going to happen with the marriage, admitting he's been staying in a hotel and has not even spoken to his wife since the story blew up. Okay, so he's allegedly in a hotel, she's home, the whole thing is a mess. But I'm gonna say this: as a couple, keep your business to yourself. You know, when I was growing up, my mom and dad used to say, what happens in this house stays in this house. Okay. Really, my mom used to say that. What happens in this house stays in this house. Everybody needs to adopt that thought process. And I'm not talking about when it comes to any violence or anything like that. No, you speak up. Okay. But when it comes to you and your husband and your private business, keep it private. Work it out amongst yourselves. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments and let me know your thoughts. Do you think it was a stunt, a publicity stunt, a stunt so that she can get more traffic on her OnlyFans page and get the family more money? Or do you think it's real? If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video.